it over to the freight line and take care of old Hanks.
I've seen bigger towns on a postage stamp.
Suits me fine. I haven't seen Sam Hanks since '61.
Neighbor of yours, wasn't he? Has a daughter, the grown-up kind?
Uh-huh. Rosemary.
Rosemary. Captain, you sure we have to go to Fort Pawnee?
Yeah, I think we better.
Look, you got business, I got business. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Just be sure it's not monkey business.
Listen this time, old man. Dane wants this freight line and he wants you long gone. Peaceful life. Well, what do you say?
I still can't hear you.
Hold it, Jake!
I know a better way.
Whoa there, Pappy. Seems like you hit on a real good idea. Now, there ain't no need to hurry. No need to hurry what?
Let her go.
Mister, you sure picked a good time to drop in. These two were...
You all right?
Yeah, thanks to you. Come on, Pa, let's have a look at your face. Oh.
Drop him. Can you handle a gun?
Might even be able to shoot one.
I don't mind if you kill that one. I've got business with this one. Who sent him?
My name's Dane. Owns the 5 Aces Saloon. Wants to own the whole town. They were trying to persuade us to sell out at their price.
Pick him up. Let's take him to 5 Aces. It's a long way from Virginia. I'm Cullen Kirby.
Cullen Kirby?
Young Kirby, I should have known the way he handled them two.
Here.
Thank you, Rosie.
Tell me if it hurts.
Yeah.
Dane, I understand this here belongs to you. He's got a message for you from Sam Hanks.
Who is he?
His name's Kirby. He's half wildcat.
Nobody does this to me in this town. I want his hide.
Look, Dane, I'll throw a pretty heavy shadow, but not on that soldier boy. He's like a one-man army.
You get on your horse and you take a ride. I want Sunday.
Sunday? Well, you know I can't.
I know you can't do anything right. So you bring me somebody who can. And get that mess out of here.
Gents, this is Cullen Kirby of Virginia.
Nice to know you.
This is Aaron, our storekeeper. This is his boy, Len. How are you?
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Well, doggone, I never thought I'd see the day when I had to eat dirt. Lenny here tried it once. Couldn't chaw meat for 2 weeks.
Hey, Paul, it wasn't that bad.
Dane looks to me like the kind of man who'll fight, as long as he's got a gunman to do it for him. What's it all about, Mr. Hanks?
Well, this was Dane's town until some decent folks moved in. We hired us a lawman. Dane had him shot down even before he got off the stage.
Well, Sam, we're all beat up and Jake's scared to death. Dane ain't no tougher than we are. Even Lenny here can keep him in place.
I hope you're right. A man who hires killers doesn't stop that easy.
Rosie, what are you doing in your social dress? It ain't the Sabbath.
Please, Father, my name's not Rosie. Here, Cullen. The coat's all fixed up.
Why, thank you, ma'am.
We don't get many visits from our Virginia neighbors.
And not many neighbors like the lieutenant. Aaron?
Well, now, I got neighbors I wouldn't even take a bath for.
You must excuse their frontier manners. May I show you some of our town?
Why, I'd be honored, Miss Rosemary. Gentlemen?
Miss Rosemary. Ain't no wonder you never did get up no head of steam, boy. You just watch that there lieutenant. You might learn something.
Farm. Not as big as you have in Virginia, of course, but...
Had, Rosemary. Virginia's a long time ago.
I guess I've been acting a little silly.
I don't think you could ever act silly.
Oh, Cullen, you haven't changed a bit. Even when you pulled my pigtails, you made me feel complimented.
Well, right now, I couldn't think of anything sillier than pulling your hair.
Since you came, Virginia doesn't seem like such a long time ago. Not so far away. I was hoping you'd do that ever since you first went after those pigtails.
I was just waiting for you to trip.
Let's start all over again. No, I mean about you. Where have you been since the war?
Just like old times today, wasn't it?
Yeah. I thought 10 years of the Army was enough for you, Sergeant.
Why, Captain, I was just getting started when you got this California bug.
And you had your chance back there at the fort where they handed you that mustering out pay. All you had to do was say, I re-enlist.
The way they need men today, why, they'd have made me a major.
Maybe general.
That's what I passed up. But then who'd look out for you and the lieutenant?
I heard he was at the junction, but I didn't believe it. Wonder what he wants here.
Well, Dane didn't waste any time. Hired himself the deadliest gun in the country. And for just one reason.
The lieutenant from Virginia.
Well, that's right, Sunday.
Mister.
What's that?
Mr. Sunday.
Mr. Sunday? Where's Jake?
I needed his horse. He'll be along. My card. For $500.
$500?
High card.
But that's... House cuts first.
The money.
Always had a way with the ladies. Tough one to beat.
I'm just lucky. What's the job?
Stranger in town, ex-soldier. Sooner the better. You'll find him over at the Hanks freight office.
He'll find me. Here.
Now, wait a minute. Deal's a deal. I paid you your price.
You named the job. I picked the time, and I picked the place.
I never thought Dane'd go this far.
Why not? He hired Ed and Jake, didn't he? Why not a man like Sunday?
Because Sunday isn't just a hired man with a gun. He's a hired gun. A professional killer.
Man who could lick him would stand mighty tall hereabouts.
Oh, it ain't a question of licking him, son. Man would have to kill him. That's a high price to pay for a tall reputation.
We can't stand up to a gunslick. I'm not going to ask Cullen to try it. This is our fight, not his.
What fight, Mr. Hanks?
Dane has hired himself another man.
Maybe you forgot. We got ourselves a man, too.
You don't understand, Rosie, honey. I'm not sure we understand it ourselves. But there's one thing we do know. This is none of Cullen's business.
Sounds like something for me to decide for myself. Suppose you start over.
Rosie, would you go out and see how the new foal is getting along?
Why can't I?
I think your daddy's right.
Men. I'll take the mules any old day.
I think you'd know how to handle Dane's hired men now.
Yes, but this time he hired himself a gun. Owned by a professional killer named Sunday.
Have a nice walk, Jake?
Yeah, like you told me. I needed the exercise. He ain't human.
All in the way you handle him, Jake.
You, Sunday!
Speak your piece, son.
I aim to kill you. That's Lynn, the storekeeper's boy. I mean it.
This is no game, son. Go away and forget it. We have no quarrel.
Then I'm making one. You afraid to pull that gun?
Well, the point is, I'm not pulling it. Now you go away.
Boy, don't you know that Mr. Sunday never draws first? You make your move, if you think you're man enough.
Bane, get him out of here before...
Never saw anything like it.
He's buried before he hit the floor.
Dundee at Hanks's office.
Right.
That ought to bring the soldier boy running.
Dane. For the first time since I can remember, I'm tempted to do a job for nothing.
suppose as frisky as can be. Did I stay away long enough? Where's Len?
I don't know. All of a sudden, he was gone.
Oh, he was here when you and the little...
He must have gone after Sunday.
Wasn't even wearing a gun belt.
Cullen, you can't. You can't go over there.
Len did, in my place.
No human being is a match for Sunday. He ain't a man. He's part of a gun.
When something like this happens, it's everyone's fight. You were right. This morning I wasn't part of your town, now I am. Better take him inside.
Uh-huh.
Ain't you going out to meet him?
There's time. Where's the sun?
Right behind him.
Soldier boy is either lucky or just plain smart. Only a greenhorn would walk into the sun. Is he wearing one gun or two?
Two, both backwards.
Reverse draw. Don't like it. It's hard to gauge. That'll cost you another $250.
Another $250. Why?
Saw a young fella named Hickok draw that way a few months ago.
Boy killer?
That was Dane's doing.
You pulled the trigger.
My gun doesn't know the difference. It's your play. Go for your gun, boy. Draw!
No, no!
No, Rosie. He's got to play out his hand.
Where's Dane?
I got no gun. You can't shoot me.
Take off the coat. And the vest. Now the boots. All right, get moving. Take your last look around, Dane. Then start walking.
Well, you're not going to shoot me in the back. You can't. Walk!
Oh, Lieutenant. Sure you won't reconsider my offer about that marshal's job?
No thanks, Mr. Hanks. I've got 2 friends who'll always need looking after.
She's at the tree. She told me she'd be waiting for you. Good luck, Sam. Bless you.
I rehearsed a speech in case you decided to stay. But I don't know how to say goodbye.
You might trip, the way you did at the swing.
Goodbye, Cullen.
Hey, Lieutenant, what about that cheek? Looks like Rosemary's a scratching kind.
Lieutenant, what happened?
I tripped. Let's ride.
Watch for our next story of these 3 men whose every path crossed adventure. Adventure destined to create the legend of the Rough Riders.